what it's all come down to. This is why we do it. This is why I am here in Fight Nation. I'm about to walk out there and show Mark Haskins exactly who the anarchist James Castle is.
I've seen a million guys just like him come, and I've seen a million of those guys go. I've heard it all. I've heard them talk about how badly they want it, how eager they are, how frustrated they are that they're not getting ahead. And I've seen them crumble.
Now for anyone that might not know, for anyone who's wondering, who is the anarchist James Castle? He is the man who is about to beat Mark Haskins for the Fight Nation heavyweight title.
James Castle is going to get an opportunity to see if he can elevate his career. But he's going to have to go through me first.
I show up, I deliver. That's what I've always been about.
He can say that I may have won the first battle, but the war is far from over. Fact of the matter is that I fight my way through each and every day. I'm not scared of James Castle, I'm not worried about James Castle.
Haskins, you can come into this fight with a plan. You can come in with a strategy, with a game plan. It doesn't matter. Because when you get punched in the face, all those plans disappear.
He calls himself an anarchist. He says that he thrives on chaos. But James Castle, he is not ready for the man of mayhem that is the Fight Nation British heavyweight champion, Mark Haskins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday Night Wrestling, and tonight we have just one match for you, but what a match it is. Mark Haskins defends the British Heavyweight Championship against James Castle. We're not going to waste any time, let's go down to ringside for the official introductions.
Introducing first to my left, he is your official challenger for this evening. He comes into this contest having won the Lethal Lottery Tournament to earn his chance, and he gets it here tonight. From Camden Town, this is the anarchist, James Castle!
What an opportunity for this young man, but he's worked for it, he's earned it. He is the official #1 contender.
His opponent to my right, from Malvern, Worcestershire. He comes into this contest having made 3 successful defences of his title and looking to reinstate that. He's your current, reigning, defending, Fight Nation British heavyweight champion, the star attraction, Mark Haskins!
It is absolutely thunderous here in Eastbourne for the British heavyweight champion. It's been claimed by some people that some of the opponents that Mark Haskins has faced, people like Liverpool's #1 Zach Gibson, people like the righteous Joseph Collins, maybe they didn't work to get their title shots. That's not what I've said, that's what other people have said, and that debate, well, it's being had. But I tell you what, absolutely no doubt that belt right there, James Castle has most certainly earned the right to challenge, and the bell has gone. The anarchist, he tagged with Psycho Phillips in the 6-man Lethal Lottery Tournament. He got to the final of the bracket. We saw him beat Psycho Phillips about a month ago, and we have been building up to this contest. The anarchist James Castle has been trying to get into Mark Haskins' head. We saw what happened when Joseph Connors, for the second time, went after Mark Haskins for the British Heavyweight Championship, we saw that James Castle, the anarchist, proving that anarchy is indeed his mantra. He came into the contest when Mark Haskins was going to tap out the righteous Joseph Connors with the brutal bridging armbar. Castle intervened, caused a disqualification, gave the win to Mark Haskins, but then he proceeded to beat down Mark Haskins and try and put him out of commission. We've also seen very recently indeed, in fact, just last week, Joseph Connors versus Sid Scala. The anarchist James Castle ran out to ringside and attacked Mark Haskins from behind. He has been laying down statement after statement since he became the official #1 contender for the British Heavyweight Championship. But I'll tell you what, if he was hoping that the champion would just roll over and give him the belt, he is not just underestimating the champion, he is making a miscalculation that I think will cost him dearly. So here we are, what a main event we have here. It doesn't get bigger than the British Heavyweight Championship, I assure you, ladies and gentlemen. Your main event is the finest thing going in the business today. And right now the finest thing is Mark Haskins, the star attraction. He's got that hammerlock and he's got it tight, but now he has to break it because on the ropes, oh, there you go. No adherence to the rules there whatsoever from the anarchist James Castle. Vicious back elbow and a clubbing blow. And another, taking Haskins down to the counter. It's relentless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have lost count of how many blows James Castle just rained down on the champion there. He is fired up for this. He wants it. He wants to be the champion. He won the lethal lottery bracket with Psycho Phillips. He beat Psycho Phillips. He's been attacking Mark Haskins every single opportunity he gets, been getting the best of the champion. And now he wants to see all the hard work come to that final fruition as he's crowned the 3rd ever British Heavyweight Championship holder. He's saying about the championship. He's still going to beat Mark Haskins. He took his eye off the ball and he's getting kicked all over the shop for his troubles. Oh, he's missed that one. What a move that was by James Castle. What athleticism. He actually jumped over on the Mark Haskins, kicks and catches with a forearm and now has a headlock applied. I don't think I've ever seen anyone counter kick quite like James Castle just did. He leapt over the man's kick. And it's not a low kick that Mark Haskins was really doing there. Off the ropes, and James Castle knocks the champion down to the canvas. And I think James Castle feels it here in Eastbourne. Maybe there will be anarchy in the UK, because we could have a coronation of the anarchist king of Fight Nation very shortly here. What an arm drag that was! By Mark Haskins, comes off the ropes, catches the arm. That was an incredible manoeuvre. Rolls him over, but gets the ropes. I think James Castle had the ropes. Still Mark Haskins there, tying the #1 contender, tying him up like he was one of those bits of dough you used to make pretzels. Leapfrogs over the top, catches him with a back elbow, takes him down for snapmare off the ropes. Oh, that is absolute devastation from the star attraction, who is on his way to the Constellations once more. Drops the knee right across the head. James Castle, another one. I think that one might have caught the side of his head. Yes, I believe it did. So he's going for another one. Crowd want it. I guarantee you James Castle doesn't want it. A huge one. What a 3rd. That's how you end a trilogy, folks. Hooks the leg. Only a 1 count. It says referee Tom Scarborough. What a main event this is. I know I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it. What a main event. British Heavyweight Championship on the line. It doesn't get much better than this. It's the star attraction Mark Haskins, who has defended against all comers since he beat the unbeatable villain Marty Scurll. Quite a while ago now, the title reign of Mark Haskins. It's been going for well over 2.5 months into this title reign. He's beaten Liverpool's #1 Zach Gibson. He's beaten Joseph Connors, the Righteous One, twice. James Castle is now up against a champion who is slowly building a bit of a legacy. So James Castle must be careful here, because Mark Haskins has shown he can come back from a lot of pain and survive. The question is, how will Mark Haskins deal with the attitude that James Castle, the anarchist, brings to the ring? That unpredictability. It's so hard to have a game plan against a man whose mantra is to be an anarchist. You don't know what he's going to do, you don't know what he'll sacrifice to get a victory. Remember what he said previously about game plans. Oh, what a manoeuvre by Mark Haskins, the star attraction. And James Castle miscalculates, finds on the outside of the ring, and the champion is in the mood for flight. Oh, Mark Haskins jumps outside the ring. Castle had it scouted. Oh, what a move by James Castle! He just speared the champion right out of his boots onto the floor here in Eastbourne. James Castle, he just speared the champion right out of his boots onto the floor here in Eastbourne. What a main event, and the arrival of the anarchist may turn into the ascension to the throne here. Mark Haskins currently out and down on the outside of the ring. Tom Scarborough trying to find out if Mark Haskins is hurt. The anarchist trying to scare off Tom Scarborough. The anarchist came here to win the title. I don't think he really cares about Mark Haskins. I don't think he cares about the state of Mark Haskins. In fact, he's just going to stand all over Mark Haskins. What an incredible contest this has been so far. James Castle showing such desire. Oh. What a shot that was by James Castle, the anarchist. Hit that ring barrier. Using Mark Haskins' head so hard, it removed all the links on the steel bar and almost took out the first row. He's an anarchist, he'd love the idea of doing that, and here you go. James Castle looks supremely confident. He doesn't look like he's going to give this up. He looks like he's going to be the next champion, I'm telling you. He has that look in his eye. He has that aggression. And Mark Haskins is completely out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion is having to struggle here. He's clawing at the ropes, trying to bring himself up to a vertical basis. And James Castle's accurate kick to the ribs is not going to help, nor is that kick to the kidneys. Referee Tom Scarborough telling him to let Haskins, the champion, get up. I'd execute a 5 count here, referee. Haskins was in the corner at the time. Look at Haskins. Haskins is finding it so difficult to get to a vertical basis. James Castle's got him on the ropes quite literally here. Trying to choke him. Get in there, referee. Get that 5 count going. Completely uncalled for. James Castle's been attacking Mark Haskins left, right and centre. Let's not forget at all, it was only 3 to 4 weeks ago that Joseph Connors used the British heavyweight title as a weapon across the skull of Mark Haskins. Twice in the same evening. Has that had any lasting damage? We've heard nothing here at Fight Nation. I can't confirm whether or not those tests have said there's any issues with Mark Haskins or his ability to compete, but that might well be the change of that sentence right there. Did you see the velocity the champion went into the post? It's going to be all. The velocity went into the turnbuckles on the post. Go on, Mark Haskins. He's in absolute agony. Trying to hold his back, trying to find out maybe what's wrong. And just as he's doing so, Mark Haskins is now in a position where James Castle's wrenching another part of his body. The anarchist is unpredictable. Look at these cross strikes. Look at these cross strikes. Mark Haskins probably worried about his back, especially with that fall he took after that incredible spear manoeuvre from James Castle to the outside of the ring. Mark Haskins is going to wonder if he's damaged anything. Champion in a real predicament here, a real predicament. The challenger, look at that. That is a clever manoeuvre there by the anarchist, dragging him back into the middle of the ring. Look at this. That reverse chin lock in the middle of the ring again. It's all about the British Heavyweight Championship. Let's not forget, this is a great contest, this is a great main event. This is the highest prize there is in Fight Nation. That is what is on the line. We should not forget that at any point. It's all about the gold here, ladies and gentlemen. You get no silver and bronze in Fight Nation. It's all about the gold, and it's currently in the possession of the star attraction, Mark Haskins. James Castle saying to the crowd, how about it? How about it indeed? He's absolutely dominated the champion for the last, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. It's been all James Castle. Every single bit off the ropes he goes. What's he thinking here? Oh my God, he just, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what sounds Mark Haskins heard in his head, but they could be. Oh, they almost were. They almost were the sounds of the bell being rung in favour of his opponent here. James Castle will just kneed himself into becoming the British heavyweight champion here on Wednesday Night Wrestling. This is your main event, and what an absolute peach of a main event it certainly is too. Brought to you, of course, by Fight Nation. Once again, reaching the entire head of Mark Haskins, trying to rearrange his skull. And he's got body scissors, and this is such a clever move, because why the body scissors is not something traditionally that people will tap from, and I certainly don't think the Star Attraction will tap out from a body scissors. It will wear down the Star Attraction, because if the midsection is compromised, everything slowly gets compromised. Look at this, James Castle, he's now hooked the head as well, and this is a bad position. It's gone from being a move that he might not tap out from to a move that he might go to sleep from. Mark Haskins is in danger, and the title is in absolute jeopardy. Seems to have just about broken. The headlock, but what a forearm that was by Mark Haskins. I have to believe there was a part of the champion's move there, there was desperation. What a knee by James Castle. Those knees have been absolutely deadly and on point throughout this entire contest. Another huge forearm smash. What a chop! Oh, that made the people in the front row jump backwards about a foot. Well, I think James Castle's asking for silence. Oh, this is not going to be. Day! And the champion once again takes the top of the order of the menu. It's a huge, big, juicy chop from the anarchist James Castle, served with a side of knees to the skull and to the ribs, and there's another chop. And Mark Haskins is just firing him up, and a forearm. And every time James Castle hits him, Mark Haskins hits him straight back, and they're exchanging forearms, and the champion is back to a vertical basis here. And look at this, Mark Haskins, the champion, is getting the better of the exchanges, and there's another huge knee. The knees have been so effective for James Castle in this title match. It might be the knees that give him the championship, you know. He's got Haskins prone, huge clothesline in the corner, and Mark Haskins is only there really. The only reason he's standing is because James Castle is stood just in front of him. Look at him. Castle being with the head of steam, and he's caught by an incredible drop kick. What a drop kick out of absolutely nowhere by the Star Attraction, Mark Haskins.
Don't miss Fight Nation Live as the stars of Wednesday Night Wrestling battle it out in a town near you. On Saturday, October 15th, we'll visit the Westgate Hall in Canterbury for a very special non-televised show. On Sunday, October 23rd, we visit the Weymouth Pavilion in Dorset, where we'll be taping more episodes of Wednesday Night Wrestling. And on Saturday, November 19th, we return to My Skate World in Eastbourne for our end of season finale, The Future of Fight. Tickets are available now at fightnation.bigcartel.com. That's fightnation.bigcartel.com.
What a drop kick out of absolutely nowhere by the Star Attraction, Mark Haskins. Mark Mark Haskins appears to be on his 18th win, ladies and gentlemen. Where this man gets his energy from, I have absolutely no idea. And I have absolutely nowhere James Castle, the number one contender who won the Lethal Lottery tournament, is in a lethal predicament because the star attraction, ladies and gentlemen, he is getting all the way up to the very top of his gears. Looking to hook for the full Nelson. What a move, he caught him! He's got the leg of middle of the ring, James Castle! Oh, somehow manages to stay in this contest, and I do not believe he could there. Hooked him and then clotheslined James Castle, which took his Mohican off his skull. What a championship contest! What an incredible atmosphere. I wish you could be here to see just how incredible this really is to see live. Mark Haskins going after the arm of James Castle, and you know exactly why he's doing that. He's looking for that bridging armbar. And there's a second one for his trouble. He's saying one more. He is going to try and weaken James Castle once again with the arm. No, it's blocked by a cross strike by James Castle. There was a forearm, there's an Irish whip. Beautiful, what athleticism and a roll through there by Mark Haskins. Rolls him over, takes him, that's absolutely beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful by the star attraction. Sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. And James Castle, just like that, is on the verge of kissing his chance of the champs goodbye. But Mark Haskins back. You saw him clutching for his back. The back that's been damaged previously in this contest. The back seemed to be given away, and it gave the anarchist just enough leeway to manage to crawl his body to the ropes onto the outside of the ring to keep this, your main event, the British Heavyweight Championship match, keeping it going, keeping him involved in this contest. The number one contender has come here, and he has come here to fight. Castle rolls back out of the ring, trying to get a little bit of energy back. He knows how close he was to losing this golden opportunity to become champion. And once again with the knee, the knees of James Castle will definitely get an Academy Award for supporting actor. What an incredible manoeuvre by James Castle. I think he might have broke Haskins' neck on that move, but it's just not enough. It just wasn't enough on that exchange. What an incredible, innovative move that was by James Castle. Mark Haskins was prone on the ropes. I thought maybe he was going to go for a DDT, but no. He went one stage further and he wrenched the neck almost out of its socket. Almost ripped it off its spinal cord with that neck breaker. And we could be on the verge here. Mark Haskins trying to get himself up to his feet. Both men are absolutely exhausted. What a contest they have given you here. What a main event this is on Wednesday Night Wrestling. And once again, a huge knee by James Castle. What a back elbow from Mark Haskins out of absolutely nowhere. The tide of this match has been going back and forth. Went for a super kick. Butterfly suplex. Into the corner. That could be a new champion. Big crowd, but somehow it's not. Or did you see how the star attraction? Did you see how the star attraction went into that? Went into that turnbuckle. Oh my word, take that back and have a look if you can. Good Lord, James Castle, look at this, he's another disbelief. He's absolutely spent. You've got to wonder if that was his greatest shot. He had him hooked and he basically suplexed Mark Haskins into the corner, but drove him almost like a DDT at the same time, like a DDT butterfly suplex. I have absolutely no idea what to call that, other than absolutely deadly. But Mark Haskins is an absolute war machine. His heart is bigger than this entire arena. And if Mark Haskins can breathe, he'll fight. Another knee attempt by James Castle. Catches him in the landslide. No! So close, I thought he had him. Absolutely would have put that house, and I'm sure Tom Scarborough's hand hit a free there. Castle goes off the ropes. He's got him. Haskins has got him. No, James Castle rolls him up. Comes back through. The knees by Haskins. It's got the leg out. That's two. No! Somehow, someway, James Castle is still in this match. There have been so many times we have seen the champion Mark Haskins. We have seen him down and out, and we have seen his opponent look in disbelief about how Mark Haskins can keep coming back. And I saw the same look in the champion's eye when James Castle got out of that exchange. at this, both men. Look at this. Look at the hatred that's been brewing between both of these men. Those repeated attacks by James Castle, all the disrespectful things he said about Mark Haskins and about the legacy this man is creating in Fight Nation. All that hatred is boiling over here in your main event. The British Heavyweight Championship is on the line, but this runs far, far deeper than that, I can tell you. Forearm after forearm after forearm. He went for one, forearm too many, and he takes a huge kick to the back of the head. He goes for it again. Oh, James Castle just spat his face. What a driver! Middle of the ring. What brains, what guts, maybe a title victory. But no, that was disgusting. But ultimately, supremely, what a clever manoeuvre. You could argue that was by James Castle, spat in his face. He fired up Mark Haskins because we know, and so does James Castle, that Mark Haskins gets fired up. He got him fired up. He got him running in with a head full of steam, and he plucks him in the air and drops him right on his head in the middle of the ring. And Mark Haskins kicked out, but look at the champion. The champion may have given his final spur of energy. That may be the very best he had. That may have been the final kick. That may have been the final little bit of juice that was running through his veins. Look at Mark Haskins and look at James Castle. Both men have put it all on the line. They have showed you the very best that both men can muster from their blood, from their bones, from their muscles, from every single organ, from their air, from their oxygen that goes in and out of their lungs. Every single part of their being, every fibre has been put on the line in this contest. And James Castle just took off his knee pad. That knee has been such a deadly weapon, and it looks like he's decided he needs to go to a particularly dark place, and it looks like James Castle's thinking that he's going to knock out Mark Haskins to take the championship. Mark Haskins is completely out of it. He has absolutely no idea what awaits him if he turns round, and he went for the knee, went for it all. What a suplex! What a suplex that was! James Castle had no idea what was coming, and he just kicked James Castle out of the ring. And where's Mark Haskins going now? Wow, at the stage! How at this stage? Where did he get the energy from to hit a move like that? He picks him up. He's got him hooked. James Castle. Then he drops him. He drops him into the ring. And he just kicked his head off his shoulders. He's got him. No! How did he do that? And he's gone straight to the bridge and armbar. He's got the bridge and armbar locked on. James Castle, I don't think he can reach the ropes. He's got him. He's got him. The bell's been called for. The bell's been called for. James Castle taps. Single time we count him out, he comes back in. He cannot be stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, he has the emotion, he has the raw ability, but more importantly has the heart to just keep going. Mark Haskins, your British heavyweight champion. Oh, come on. What the hell is this? The righteous Joseph Collins has already had 2 shots at the title, and now he's taking shots out of Mark Haskins. He said during that victory against Sid Scarlett he was going to send him a message. Oh, wait a minute! Doug Williams! The ambassador, one of the greats of the sport clearing house, stepping in to save Mark Haskins, who I do believe would have taken a right beating there from Castle and Connors. What the hell have they got with each other? Why are they on the same page? Doug Williams, who has fought and lost shots at the British Heavyweight Championship before. What's he going to do with the belt? And he's given it to the champion, and quite deservedly so, here in Eastbourne. That is exactly what we want to see. Challenge is laid down by Mark Haskins. Him and Doug Williams. Now they're on the same page. The champion and Doug Williams have laid the challenge. The crowd want to see it right here, right now. against Collins and Castle. They want to see it here on eSport, it's electric. Well, the challenge has been accepted. What a main event that was. It's a shame it ended the way it did. It's a shame it ended the way it did, but what a main event. And not only what a successful defence. He tapped out James Castle, he promised he would. Great to see Doug Williams. What a save he made there. Whew. What a main event, what a title victory, what a defence from the reigning, current, defending British heavyweight champion, the star attraction, Mark Haskins.